Whenever you're in the season, you know, like you just wonder, dang, when I'm gonna get a break? When can I rest a little bit? And all of a sudden, you get some time to rest. And it's like, what am I gonna do now?
The Badgers did find some things to do. Keanu Benton went fishing for walleye. Chimere Dike dressed up for Halloween, and Jake Chaney went to an apple orchard for the first time in his life. But in terms of football, there wasn't a game to prepare for, just rest and relaxation. And it was good for this group. The bye week helped UW get some guys back and re-energize them as they prepare for their stretch run.
Really fun seeing those guys get back out there, and even today just in a walkthrough, you got 4 or 5 guys back that are healthy, that are excited. So it kind of brings like a new energy to the group.
That just helps with our depth. There's been guys bumps and bruises, got out of the game and couldn't play, so this bye week definitely helped us.
Hunter Wohler is expected to play. Hayden Rucci is trending in that direction. Nick Herbig got another week off his feet. You couldn't have asked for much more health-wise for the Badgers, and they really seem to be energized on Monday.
And they'll need to be. They'll need to be healthy and energized down the stretch. This is an important stretch run, not only for these players to end the season on the right note, but for Jim Leonhard in his quest to get the full-time head coaching job. So I think that was important. I thought the most important injury update was Hunter Wohler. They've really missed him in that back end. He's a potential difference maker at safety, and I think he can add something big down the stretch.
Heading into the bye week, Wisconsin was feeling pretty good about themselves. They just dominated Purdue and put their best performance of the season on tape. But then they had a week off. So the message from Jim Leonhard on Monday, urgency. They have to be ready to go from the start, because if they're not, everything they did right against Purdue will be forgotten.
Sometimes when you come off a bye, you have to be careful of walking through the beginning part of the week and just feeling good about yourself. Like, we're going to push these guys to snap back into it.
Your kind of vacation's over type deal. You know, you had that time to regroup, you had the time to get your legs back underneath you, but you got to get back to work, and you got to get prepared for Maryland. And I think that all the guys received the message.
I don't think they'll have a problem with that, and it kind of goes back to getting guys back. There's more juice in the room because they're excited to be back.
Absolutely. The one thing I like that Jim Leonhard is doing is I think he's drawing from his days as a player. He knows how bye weeks work, and he's probably seen it in the past where his teammates or maybe even himself early in the week just hasn't snapped back into the right frame of mind. So I think he's applying that to this week and this team. The other thing that's weird about this week is that Maryland's coming off a bye too, and they've won 2 straight. So you're not catching a team that's tired.
And still to come on the Badger Blueprint, the plan for the future. Jim Leonhard laid out his vision for the program to the team. Their reaction after the break. Besides recruiting during the off week, Leonhard shared his vision for the future of the program with the team. From nutrition to recovery to academics, the off season, he had a plan for everything. And it's safe to say the Badgers are on board.
He wants this program to be the best that it can be, and he's willing to do whatever to make that happen. He wants the best for us as players, and he wants the best for this university and this program. And I think that he has the right plan.
I know I'm capable of it. I would be excited for the opportunity, and it's fun to get the chance to really affect some change this season and see what we can get done.
Mert said he's ready for it. Herbig said he liked what he heard. The players want it for him. Leonhard wants it. Not surprised that A, he had a plan, and B, the plan is about the culture, the standard, and the players at Wisconsin.
I thought it was a really interesting news conference from Jim Leonhard on Monday. He clearly has given a lot of thought and put a lot of thought into this, next step in his journey. And I really thought he made a case for himself. I don't know that he necessarily went into that news conference wanting to do that, but he did. He laid it out on the line and what he could do for this program, the different things he wants to do and see. I thought it was a really impressive message from him.
Saturday marks the 4th meeting all-time between Wisconsin and Maryland, and this Terps team is way better than those other 3. Maryland enters Madison 6-2, and their offense is explosive. Led by Taulia Tagovailoa, the Terps are 3rd in the Big Ten in scoring and passing. They're fast, skilled, and the Badgers know their scheme isn't anything crazy. They just execute it well.
They're simple. They have a simple plan, but, are you going to tackle those guys out in space, or are you going to be in the right gap every time? They have a simple attack, but they have athletes. They have really good athletes, so we're going to have to bring our A game.
Tagovailoa is expected to be back. When he's in there, Jim, Maryland is a different team on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched them play against Michigan earlier in the year, and just a really explosive offense, and I thought defensively they were better than I thought they'd be. This is a team that's hovering around that 3rd or 4th spot in the East, which is a very tough division. It's going to be a challenge for this Wisconsin defense.
Badgers 5.5-point favorites. How do you see Saturday playing out?
Yeah, very difficult game for Wisconsin, but I do think they're going to win. I like the fact that they're coming off the bye week, the urgency that we talked about, the fact that there's still a lot to play for, especially Jim Leonhard's coaching future. Wisconsin 27, Maryland 23.
I was wrong about Illinois, wrong about Michigan State, and wrong about Purdue, but I think my luck's coming around. Badgers are healthy, and that's big for this team. I think Wisconsin wins by 13. And that's it for this week's Badger Blueprint. Thanks for watching.